and courteous. So you can say, I agree with you, I have experiences like that, or I know someone who is going through this, who could not get to a certain website and felt really frustrated, and so on and so forth. So I just want you guys to start to talk about stuff. Are there any questions?
We do those weekly?
Whenever I think is appropriate.
Okay.
Yep. But I will let you know, when there's one, when there's a new one coming up, I will let you know. Yep.
And just one more time, you got it's all done, and to go into submitting it or submitting your homework, you go to on Moodle.
And you go to Moodle first, so that you can
Moodle.
read the description of the homework assignment.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where's the interface where you're putting the information in there?
You have with that one.
Okay, with it looks like the homework assignments are on the calendars, upcoming
Right.
events.
Yeah, you just click that. Okay, let me go back first. You might have missed that part of the
So the
class.
homework assignment is what if you have a
Yeah, in
disability?
the upcoming events, you can see the homework assignment, and then you click the homework assignment. It will bring you to the
Add
homework assignment.
submissions.
Yep, add submission is what you need to click. I don't see it here because I just switched back to the professor
Okay, so
role.
let's say you put a whole paper together, something like that,
Mhm.
and then you just simply attach it to that file, and then you save changes, and save changes is going to submit it.
Yep,
Okay, there's no submit button.
there's no submit button. When you click save changes, it means it's going to be uploaded to the server.
Okay.
But I won't grade it until after the due date.
Well, you-
So before the due date, you can always go back and you can edit your own, submission. You can keep editing and saving it and editing and saving it until the due date.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. So this way, you don't have to put it into a document and then work on it first, and then at the very last moment copy it onto the website. You can just use the website as quote unquote your file server, so you can keep your document there.
Easy enough.
All right, good. So you can keep all your stuff that's work in progress on the server,
Right.
Yep. All right. Any other questions? Yep, go ahead.
In topic 2, the icon, it has the page folded over, and then the globe is, and that just means it's.
It's a resource for you guys to read.
Okay.
So essentially, everything that is linked in Moodle, you should click it in the order of top to bottom, because I order everything in a way so that I think it makes sense. You will read this first, and then you read the next one, and then the next one. So all of these links, you have to read because it contains the information that I want to go over in this course. Yep.
But for instance, I'm just thinking about which ones we have to do stuff for. So we have the homework, and then we have the discussion one. And discussion is also graded. Is that part of our?
Yes, the discussion is also graded in this case.
So those two things.
Right. Some of the discussions will not be graded. I will let you guys also have a discussion where it's just kind of general topics, and it's not going to be graded. But this one is graded.
How will we know?
That's a good question. Let me see if I can tell from your perspective and switch to a student role. Go to the discussion. Oh, okay. I think I know how you can tell. You can go to settings. You can then go to not site. You don't have site administration. Course administration. If you go to settings and then course administration, you can go to grades. And once you get to grades, you can see all the things that will earn you points. So that's how you can tell whether something is a part of the homework assignment or not.
Okay.
Because if it appears here, it is a part of your homework assignment, it counts for points. If it does not appear here, it means it does not, account for any points. Yep.
Okay, and I assume you're going to send all that's how we relay what we have learned. The information that we're going to learn comes from a PDF on this site. In other words, your presentations that you're going to be giving, teaching us the material, how's that going to come? PDF?
It will be, sometimes I just refer to external sources like Wikipedia, and sometimes I refer to the actual homepage of the ADA website and the Section 508 website. Other times, like this part here.
Maybe make it a little clearer. Normally when you go to a class, this is an
Mhm.
online class.
Right.
Normally you have a class, you have
reading
professor who gives a
assignments.
presentation.
Right.
How are you going to do that?
It depends on the topic. For topics like topic 1, which is basically just an overview of what web accessibility is,
Yeah.
and why should we care about it. I may not have any presentations, so it would be just a homework assignment. But by doing the homework assignment, you have to kind of collect all the information and search for the information yourself. For other topics, for more technical topics, so if we move down to, okay, this one I will do some demonstration too. So I will give you like a YouTube clip, and I will do some presentation. So I will actually show you, how something is done or how to use a particular resource as a video clip.
Okay, a video clip or a PDF or the PowerPoint presentation or anything?
I don't do PowerPoint presentations, for the most part. I just, okay, I can give you an example here. In topic 5, which is very specific because it contains information very specific to certain HTML elements.
Okay.
So when you click it, you will see, just a web page. Okay, it's a HTML document that describes, how to do a specific thing.
Okay.
So that's how I will present the information to you guys.
Okay, so when we on the time that we're supposed to study, let's say topic 4, all the information we're going to need about that topic is going to be on that little thing.
Right. I will continue to add new topics. So right now, the other topics are not fully populated yet.
Okay.
Only topic 1 is at this point, and topic 1 is really just kind of easing into the whole concept of accessibility, what it is, why do we care, and just kind of put yourself in the shoes of someone with different types of
Right.
problems, disabilities, and then think, okay, how would I be able to access the website, or should I be able to access the website? Okay, it's both technical, like how do I do it, and also quote unquote philosophical of should I be able to do it? Just because I have a certain disability, does that mean that I should be denied access to certain websites, information, services, and so on? So you kind of have to kind of think about it. That's the whole idea, is for you guys to think about it. Put yourself in the shoes of someone who cannot access the website because that person cannot see, cannot hear, or cannot use a pointer, like a mouse or the keyboard. And how would that make you feel, if you cannot access the website, or websites are designed in a way that you cannot access it unless you have full function like sight, hearing, and dexterity.
Okay, so in other words, on topic 2,
Mhm.
you got Wikipedia, a page with the Disability Act,
Right.
ADA,
Yep.
and so
So that's reading material. That's your reading assignment.
okay, so we should read all that stuff under topic
Right.
2 to learn more about that whole situation.
Right. And then there will be homework assignments that
That will pop up.
that rely on the reading of this material.
That makes sense.
All right. Any other questions? Very good questions.
Oh yeah, there's one
Yeah.
more question too.
Go ahead.
Is this side going to be open when we're doing this side? Well, if we're learning stuff about the ADA here,
Mhm.
and then we go over here and we're supposed to report about stuff that we've learned from Wikipedia, and we're going to go back to it and say, just that information. You understand that a lot of times when the presentations are made,
Mhm.
you have to, it closes up, then you have to report on it. You follow what I'm saying? Are the topics going to disappear when the homework
No,
assignments are due?
nothing will disappear. I will just continue to add more stuff onto the Moodle
Okay.
site, but I will not remove
What
anything.
about tests too? Are there going to be tests in here?
There's only one final exam. We'll have 2 projects, in the process of this class. So 2 projects and 1 final exam and miscellaneous
Okay.
homework
so
assignments.
it's basically just learning the stuff over here and then bringing it
Apply
here.
that to the project.
And
So
it's
the
all-
projects
it's all
are
available,
hands-on.
So it's just about putting the time in, right?
That is correct.
Well, that's cool.
That is correct. I don't want you guys to spend too much time to memorize anything, because there's no need to do memorization because it's all online. So I want you to spend the time to read the material, understand it, and apply it.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yep. Okay. Any other questions? Go ahead.
Are the project's websites?
One of the projects for sure is going to be HTML based. So I will give you an HTML document that is not ADA compliant. Okay, so a screen reader will have problems with it, or the screen reader can read it out, but the blind person would not be able to use it, okay, because there's just a lot of missing information. So you have to go in and fix it so that it becomes accessible.
So are we going to be using Power Server or anything to upload
Yes.
that, or you're just going to?
Yes, I have the Power Server already set up, but at this point we don't have any web pages. So you do have an account on the Power Server. I will talk about how to log into Power at that point. But right now you can if you want to use it you can but there's nothing on it yet. Okay, very good.
Do we need
Yep.
to install any special software or anything?
Aha, very good question. Do we have to install any special software? I'll get your question next. The answer is yes, at some point we will do that because in topic 4 we are going to employ browser-based compliance checker and assessment tools. So at some point we will get to that part. And when we get to that part, I will tell you guys how to do it so that you don't have to mess up your usual browser on your desktop. There are 2 ways to do it. One way is to use Firefox Portable, the portable app of Firefox. So you can basically put that on the thumb drive, and it becomes completely independent of your desktop browser. So you can install all kinds of extensions and add-ons without affecting your usual Firefox browser. So that's one way to do it. The second way to do it is to use the profile of Firefox to do it. So you have one profile for this class. So you can install all the accessibility extensions and add-ons to only that profile, so it won't affect your default profile that you normally use. So we'll talk about all that stuff by the time we get to topic 4. But that's a good question. There was another question? No? Okay, I thought I saw. Yep, go ahead.
I mean, it seems that all this, whatever we install would be useful to be ADA compliant in the future. So it's
Correct.
a very good thing to have.
Yep.
You know?
And but you may not want to enable the accessibility tools when you're just going online and you want to do some online banking, because you will see
Because
that
it'll be
things will be
all the time.
spewing out from your screen that you may not care about normally. So that's why I want you guys to be able to kind of isolate the add-ons and extensions that you need for this class and in general for accessibility assessment from the usual browser that you use for personal use.
I've never done profiles. Easy setup.
Fairly easy. Yep. Go ahead.
Well, some of the stuff like for a screen reader, some of these things that we're going to need, so we'll learn how to get a hold of those things.
Now the screen reader part is interesting because commercial screen readers are expensive, and I don't want you guys to have to purchase and install a commercial screen reader. But there are extensions to Firefox and other browsers that will kind of emulate what a screen reader would do. So instead of actually reading it out to you, some would actually read it out. It will display it in text. Now, since no one in this class has a disability, eyesight, wise, no, okay. So since we can all read, you can actually see how a screen reader would otherwise have read it out to a blind person. So it's an emulation device. It's not the actual screen reader, but it's realistic enough that we can actually visualize, how it would be like for someone who relies strictly on a screen reader. Yep. Question?
May I answer it?
Oh, I just did. Yeah, there are tons of free tools that we can use to assess